Alright, hey everyone, welcome to another Will Witch RP Live Play TTRPG session. What is Will Witch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, Game Master and Storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs and then we created our own company to create and share high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full time. And tonight, we're playing D&D. This session features D&D's Vecna, Eve of Ruin, a high-level campaign filled with all sorts of secrets and other fun things happening. I still need to fully write that out. But, let's not hold off too long from our play. With us at our table, we have several incredible players who have joined us on a grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat. We've got all sorts of information we can have there, or hop over to our Discord. We've got tons of information over there, and plus you can jump in the game yourself. But speaking of our awesome players, it is time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, Game Master, Storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at Sirenscape.com. And now, we get to meet our courageous and daring heroes as they are moving through a mausoleum and finding some strange ongoings. We'll begin with an introduction for Vass.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm playing Vass. Vass is a devilishly handsome tiefling bard rogue who, after a very roundabout journey, has found himself back home in Neverwinter, but for how long, who knows? This week's fun fact about Vass, in honor of it being Thanksgiving here in Canada this past weekend, Vass's favorite meal is a turkey dinner, and he super for sure asked his mom when he got back home if she could make turkey dinner. Uh, their family makes a potato-based stuffing, which is amazing. And he loves the gravy. Mashed potato only exists as an excuse to eat gravy. He holds very firm by that fact. Is this a Caitlin fact or a Vast fact? Why can't it be both?
Why not, right? Have fun with it. Alright. And next up, let's learn about Romulus.
Hi, I'm Ronald. I'm playing Romulus Nubis, aka the Jackal. Um, Multiverse bounty hunter, dispenser of justice, and all around not a handsome devil, but handsome altogether. Um, and massive car collector.
Heck yeah. Well then, we'll be having our third player join us later on, but let's pick up where we were. You, as seasoned adventurers and heroes in the Neverwinter area, at least currently, had been called by the Lord Dagult Neverember for a task to find some missing figures, civilians with some high standings. And you had been pointed in the direction of the Never Death catacombs, particularly the Halix Mausoleum. And now, you've been adventuring down here and finding all sorts of strange ongoings. Firstly, restless and aggressive undead, as well as traps, a golden harp, figures that have been kept away. Sarcel, uh, one of the figures you were actually meant to find. Uh, but there's still more to explore. And where we had left off, after doing battle with these elemental creatures within the fountain, Vass, you approached a door to the south.
Yes, I did. I would, I suppose, like to see if it is trapped.
Roll me an investigation roll.
That would be a 16.
You do not see any traps, but you do see, much like on Sarcel's cell door, a padlock from the outside.
Then I would like to try and pick the lock.
Yeah, go for it.
We were using sleight of hand for that last time, right?
It is a sleight of hand, yes.
Cool. Unfortunately, that's only a 15 this time.
You are struggling here to open this lock. Perhaps still a little tense from the fight. Would you like to try something else? Or explore elsewhere in this room?
What type of lock is it?
It's a padlock.
Can I break it?
Sure. Or at least you can definitely try.
Okay.
Let me pull up.
Find the hit points for it.
Yeah, I need to look to see what its AC and everything is. But this does remind me, you guys have a +1 to your AC from our chat redemption for the rest of the session.
Thank you.
Ooh. Thanks, Chad.
Alrighty. Uh, okay, so that's... Alright. Would you like to make an attack roll?
Sure. We'll use the fate dealer. Oof. 14.
14, as you try and hit the lock, it's not quite enough to see bending through it. It does seem to be a sturdy, high-quality lock.
Second attack.
Yeah, go for it. Um,
There we go.
25.
25.
Definitely gonna hit. Go ahead, roll for me some damage there.
That is
Yeah, this is
8 for the
definitely
slashing. And then for the extra radiant or force damage, extra force damage.
Okay. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I would say that that is enough to break this lock. It's sturdy, but it is just a padlock. So as your blade cuts through with the extra radiant, the mechanism fails, leaving the door able to be opened.
This will boldly claim, haha, first try.
I don't know if Romulus can speak Infernal, but Vass was definitely swearing in Infernal when the lockpicking was not working.
He does not.
So you don't know what he's saying, but you can tell from the tone.
Yeah,
Vass is
there's a
definitely
universal
swearing.
tone there.
There's a universal tone. Yeah, he's very.
What are you talking
You've
about?
just learned some Infernal swear words.
Shit and fuck are like the same thing in every language.
So, uh, I'm guessing, Vast, then, between you and Romulus, the door opens.
All right.
After you.
I open the door cautiously.
Alright, so as you open the door, you see that water leaks down the walls of the cell. There are pools on it, on the floor near a rusty drain, and there is a dejected gnome that is sitting on a sodden mattress in one corner, very much looking at the door, having overheard the commotion of trying to open the lock. Um, you recognize this as Umberto Noblin.
Mr. Alberto, we've come to rescue you.
Oh, excellent.
You wouldn't by any chance know where anyone else is at? We already rescued, what is her name?
Yourself.
Herself.
Oh, I am unfortunately not familiar with any others that were taken, but seeing that there are others and that you have already rescued one, I know that I am in very capable hands. He'll start standing up, trudging carefully through the waters. Though I will say that it could have been a much better sort of environment that I've been kept in. Not just the lodgings, but the food has been absolutely horrendous.
Well, when we find your captors, we will beat that lesson into them.
Oh, well, I would never take it that far, but I wouldn't oppose you from doing such things either.
Oh. Clearly, he does not know sarcasm. Okay. Right. This way. You have options. You can stick with us as we make our way through this dungeon, as it would. Or you can try to brave the graveyard and get back to civilization yourself. But we're gonna kind of try to trug along and continue to look for the other captives.
Well, I am of no capabilities on my own. I think I will continue along with your group, if that is no terrible burden.
Yeah, just make sure you stay in the back and very close to the lady right there.
I will endeavor to be as unnoticed as possible. You wouldn't hardly even recognize me. I would be quiet as a mouse.
Mm.
Stand off to the sidelines.
No
I look
doubt.
the vast. I look the vast. And just wide-eyed, like,
Yep, I have no doubt. You will hardly know that he's there.
All right. And there's no more doors in this room, right?
You've got the hallway next to you, and I'll say that you're able to see down this. It's way too big. That there is a door there, but you would also see that there are stairs leading down to a door
Okay.
there.
Um. Mr. Voss, which way would you think we should go? Down this hall or try to take the stairs?
Thinking, I'm thinking I might want to check the door at the bottom of the stairs first.
Alright.
Do my usual, check for traps.
Investigation.
That's no good at all. 6. It's the door.
It's a door. You're not finding any traps.
Awesome. Fantastic. Is it locked?
No, it is not locked.
Stand behind me.
Okay. I will cautious. Well, I'll listen at the door first. Can I hear anything?
You hear what sounds like some metallic contraption. There's like ticking noises on the other side.
Mm.
They don't seem to have like a full metronome, so it doesn't seem to be consistent.
Okay. Not there isn't a pattern
Yeah, it's
to it.
just present.
Interesting. Can I slowly creak it ajar and try and peek inside?
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand.
Not great, but it was almost a lot worse. That's a 12.
So as you creak open the door, there is in fact a creak of the door, and what you see here is to the southeast of this room. There is rubble that chokes out the space. There's just a small gap near the uneven ceiling of the area. Though some of the rubble has been reassembled into a low seating table bearing clockwork components, and you see a hulking fish headed creature in exquisite silk finery, carefully examining each of the tiny parts and seems doing some sort of tinkering.
Has it noticed me?
Uh, Hard to say for sure. You did feel a little wary about the door opening, but this figure, if he has noticed you, is not, it seems, aggressive.
Okay. Um, I hesitate to try and close the door behind me, but I'll stealthily move up the stairs and, in as quiet of a whisper as I can, basically convey to Romulus and everyone else
Go
what I
ahead.
found in that room.
Give me a stealth roll, please, to move up the stairs undetected. Okay. Uh,
25.
Well,
yeah.
there we go.
So, yeah, I'd say you're able to get up there quietly. And it's just about as you relay the um, information that a voice coming from the room that you had just left speaks out. You don't see this creature turn, but you've opened my door. Are you going to tell me what you want?
Uh, you wouldn't happen to be involved with the kidnappers, would you?
He pauses in his tinkerings and will turn. You're not involved with the cult, are you?
I'm involved with a cult, but not the cult you're talking about.
I want you to roll for me a persuasion check, if you could, please.
I'm decent at those. 23.
Well then, if you are not part of this cult, perhaps we can talk. Come
Oh,
inside. Close the door behind you.
Vass is absolutely giving Romulus a little bit of side eye, hearing that he's in a cult, maybe just not this one, and he makes it known I'm not in any cult.
not all. I before entering, I seeing the look, I kind of lean in and whisper, "Not all cults are evil."
Maybe
And
not
I
evil,
close
but still a little off-putting. Uh,
closes the door.
yeah. So, as the two of you enter in, you can still kind of hear Umberto's chattering to Hugh and Sarcelle in the background. Um, you
So
are,
quiet.
yeah,
Vash looks at Romulus and rolls his eyes, kind of gesturing back the way they came.
I acknowledge.
so you are not involved with the cult, which means that we are not enemies, at least not now.
Good. Any reason why you don't like this cult?
They have been cruel to the elementals in the fountains.
Hmm. And to you, I assume?
They typically do not bother me, but I am bound to this area, and so I am quite limited in my conversational exploits, we'll say.
Let me feel like was it Arcana or is it like nature to know what this is?
I'd say Arcana to see if you can recognize.
Because Ronald knows, but you know, I've been around the
I make
multiverse.
this check as well.
You can make this check as well. I think that's
That's a 21.
you can also roll history, because I do believe you've fought one of these before.
Oh, is it a slot?
No, it is not a slot.
Oh.
No.
Uh, Romulus, with a 21, you know that you are looking at a married. Though this one seems to be perhaps more conversational than most others.
Mm. Um, you're a lot. As he makes quotation mark, he literally does the air quotes. Friendlier, than most married that I've encountered.
I've been able to, well, beyond uh, being unable to leave, I find myself, again, eager for more conversations. I've been bound by the Water Clock Guild, though it is well, I do believe that they are defunct, if not entirely disassembled, disbanded, or dead. Meaning I am its last remaining member, and arcanely restricted to the crypts that they held a modicum of responsibility over.
Um, knowing what a myriad is, I know he's a like kind of like a djinn, right? Or a genie.
Yes, something similar.
Okay. Um, do you know what binds you? Like what the artifact that binds you?
There is a arcane energy. I feel that it wanes, but I'm not quite confident enough to try my own escape to press against it. But I bide my time well. I'm reassembling a clock that the Water Clock Guild had forgotten about. I think that of all the thousands of parts, they should be here. I've been collecting them, and now I'm trying to reassemble them. I think maybe a few years yet, but I enjoy the work. It settles the restless mind.
Okay. Do I know a way to, like, because he says the magic that's binding him is waning.
The
Do I know?
most surefire way would be something along the lines of a wish, or a hollow spell, or a removal or an anti-magic zone, um, for a more immediate act. But a lot of spells do and rituals have durations, and if the magic is waning, it means that it will break. It's not holding him indefinitely.
Mm-hmm. Um. Uh, Other question. Uh, I know you're kind of, doing your own thing and biding your own time while you wait for this magic to dissipate so you can leave. Any chance you could help us?
I'm unable really to move much beyond this room. Um,
Oh,
I'm bound to the Water Clock Guild's catacombs, and they are. And he'll motion to the rubble to the southeastern wall. It lies beyond that mess, but there's really nothing of interest that is left in those catacombs since the collapse.
mm, okay. Well, maybe you can help us out with information. Do you know anything about these cultists that have been abusing or mistreating the water elementals?
Just that they are cruel. They've bullied the elementals. They've kept prisoner a gnome near to me. Um, Mostly, I assume that they are in areas where the pipes lead, areas that I cannot go to. And he'll motion to the pipes that run along the ceiling and the wall.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I looked at Vass as if they see if they have any questions.
Is there anything at all we can do to help you?
Not particularly. I'm, again, quite content with my work here. But as long as you're not of those dastardly figures, you're welcome to travel as you see fit. Um, I might be able to assist in some of the manners of the pipe system if it's anything like what was in the Water Clock Guild's portions of the underground.
Oh, how so?
Uh, there are two pressure rooms, one off to the east, one to the west, and as you um, utilize the turns, you can change the pressures. If you'd like to give a what for to those dastardly cultists, you could maximize pressure in both rooms and send them on their way.
Does
Interesting.
Though it might flood the rest of the encampments as well, so if you're not the best of swimmers, you might wish to avoid such a fate.
We don't know what state the other captives are in, so
True. Well, I don't want to hold up your time. Perhaps though, if you know, fate wills it, and we've dealt with these cultists, uh, I'll make an effort to try to come back and have more conversation with you. I'm sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that is quite kind of you, and here, as a sort of remembrance of me, he'll pull this golden-colored flywheel from his table and offer it to you all.
I'll take it.
All right. As you hold the flywheel, you recognize that there is arcane energy in this. It seems to be a magically attuned item.
Neat. I will. Thank you. I will hold on to this, and I put it in my bag of holding.
oh, what does that do?
It is just brought me good luck. Perhaps it will do the same for you all.
I take it out of the bag of holding and and put it somewhere more. Because it's not big, right? It's like more the size of what a medallion or something like that.
About that.
Hmm. I'll
It's yeah, I'd say it's like maybe palm-sized, if that. Like it's not terribly large.
I'll affix it to like my belt loop.
All right.
You got a magical belt buckle now?
Yeah, it says Banff.
God damn it. um. All right, McCree. Uh, oh no, they changed the name, didn't they? But yeah, you are. Uh, there doesn't seem to be much else left for this married to tell you about. But as he said, you are free to travel since you're not part of the cult.
All right. I'll open the door and head on out.
Hey,
All right. So I should
And
check
I
that
make sure to
other
close the
door,
door.
hey? Yeah.
so
All right.
you get over to the other door, and
Yep.
would you like to roll an investigation to see if it's trapped?
Door.
Open
30,
up.
20.
There are no traps.
Is it locked?
It is not locked.
And I listen.
You just hear the sound of water.
I will slowly open the door and look inside.
You see the western pressure room, filled with all the pipes and nozzles and turns.
Mm. We'll keep this in mind. Um, in case we need to flush the bad guys out. Literally.
This room was the eastern one,
Correct.
it's like the equivalent. Okay. Nothing else interesting about this room.
I
All right.
don't believe so, but I can double check. Nope. Just pipes along the northern wall that disappear in the ceiling, and the cogs, three-handed turn wheels, much like the one to the east.
Looks like it's that pressure control room that our friend told us about.
Cool. Then to the stairs.
Alrighty.
Oh wait, Hugh, are you coming?
I'm here!
It was really quite a intriguing conversation you all had missed out upon. We were talking all sorts of cuisines and whatnot. Sarcelle is a
Umberto. Umberto. Here.
um,
Can I roll insight on Sarcelle? Is she bored out of her mind?
sure, roll an insight
Have
check.
she ripped her eyeballs out or her ears out already?
And
Hard to read Sarcelle. She might be bored. She might actually be quite intrigued by this.
Wait, I look at the card. Is it bent? That will tell me if she's frustrated.
Uh, it's still tucked in amongst all of her straps right now.
Okay.
But there might be like a twitch towards that potion of invisibility.
Good to know. Alright, oh, so yeah, Hugh, to catch you up, we talked to there was a fish man, a myriad, uh, in the room. Decent guy. Um, doesn't know too much about the cultists, and unfortunately he can't leave that room, literally. But, nice to meet him. Oh, and he gave us this. And I show him the golden flywheel. Magical.
we
But,
rescued Gnomish Fraser over here.
I mean, he was here for that. He's been talking to him for
Of course he was. Of course he was, yes.
10 minutes. Yeah. But yeah, onward to I show my arms out for the rogue to do their thing.
There is a door at the
The
top of
rogue,
these stairs.
the rogue thing.
So,
I poke the rogue with a stick. Hey, do the thing.
alrighty.
The rogue does the rogue thing.
So, do. It's gotta be this. As you approach the door, go ahead, roll for me a investigation check.
The 12.
You find no locks that are activated on this door and no traps.
All right, I listen.
You don't hear anything.
All right, I slowly crack the door open.
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Okay, well, that's a natural one.
The door hits the side as you're trying to slowly open, and your muscles just spasm. There's the sound as it hits the
What
stone.
muscles? I have an 8 strength.
You you still have some existence, uh, but you see a room here that seems to be some sort of crossroads.
Oh no.
Uh, and the stairs here that descend are steep. Um, and you see that there are 4 bells that are affixed to the ceiling, uh, hanging in the middle of the room here.
Interesting. Can I discern what their function would be? Because that seems like a really random thing to run into. I'm wondering if it's an alarm system. Do I see any like wires that might trip them?
Um, roll me investigation check.
Where did it go? There it is. 17.
You're not seeing any sort of wires that are down here as you scan the area. As you look closer, however, you would notice that there are smudges on the bells. Seems that they are touched frequently.
Okay. Guys, there's a room with a bunch of bells down some stairs.
Hmm. Okay. Um.
Well, I can probably go first.
By all means.
No objections here.
Okay, stop and looking around.
It's just the bells in this room.
Can I get to a door?
That's a door right there, yep.
All right, I first check out the bells.
Um, Much like with what Vass had seen, there's no wires that connect to these bells. They just hang. They're different sizes, and they're still above like someone's head. They don't like hang close to the floor, but there are smudges upon the bells that show that they are frequently touched and used.
I'm gonna try the door.
It's a bard.
What about as a bard, Vass?
I was just gonna say, can I discern? They're different sizes. Can I discern anything about like what kind of tones I might get from these bells that might help me figure out what they're for?
Um, I mean, you would know just very obviously that they come with the sizes, that they probably produce different notes, higher, lower, just because of that. They're mostly in a sort of middle range. They do seem to have a thicker bell to them, like the actual shape of it, rather than something daintier that would create something more tinkling and light. But yeah, Hugh, if you want to test the door, as your hand goes to it, it does seem to be unlocked.
Okay, I try opening it.
All right. As you open the door, you see stairs that lead up.
Okay. Does the bard want to try playing the bells or anything like that?
I mean, I kind of want to, yeah, but I also kind of don't want to because I don't know if it's like an alarm system and people will know we're over here. But the temptation is real.
Uh, well, as much as I want to just bring all the enemies towards us, let's not and say we did.
Matthew, roll a wisdom check. See if
Yeah,
you can walk by without touching them.
I'd say go for it.
Wait, before she
He
does,
wants to so
I make
bad.
I make a counter offer. When we finish up here, you can play him as much as you want when we on our way back out.
We'll see how that might affect Bass. Um,
Can I roll with advantage?
sure, why not? We'll set the DC for
That
this.
counter offer.
Yeah, we'll set the DC for this at 12. It's not going to be super hard for you to control yourself. Yeah.
Okay, I'm fine. I got a dirty 20.
Yeah, you feel it, that twitch in your fingers, but you're able to, mission first.
I go up to Hugh. Is he always like that?
Oh, always.
Okay.
And I kind of stealth my way forward.
All right, yeah, give
I'm
me a
good at
stealth
that.
roll.
Okay, I got a 33 and a crit, but I have disadvantage for my armor, so I really got 25.
Woo! That is still very good. So you are able to stealth forward, up the stairwell.
Are you wearing mithril?
Nope.
Oh.
Not everyone has mithril armor.
No,
Wait,
I thought he had
wait.
mithril.
Did I? I mean, I did have Nifl, didn't I? I didn't think of that.
I have mithril.
Yeah, I knew Vass had mithril.
Yeah, that's how I was
Totally
going off. I thought someone else in the party had mithril. That's why I was asking.
Yeah. So, as you move upwards, you are unfortunately spotted by the cultists that are eating here. But they do seem to have not quite expected your arrival. So we are gonna say that this is gonna be initiative, as they are reaching for weapons, but they do have the surprised condition, so they'll have disadvantage on their initiative rolls.
Oh
Well-
man, an uncharacteristically low roll for that.
Oof. No bueno.
Alrighty. I should probably number those fanatics.
Won't be around long enough for it to matter.
We'll see about that. That's gonna be Hugh starting us off. Then our cultists. Then Romulus. Vass. And then Ox 2. So, Hugh, first to act as you see the room in front of you. What would you like to do?
Alright, I assume it's kind of a zone of control around this cult fanatic. So I'm gonna move here.
So, the area that you were in is, so that's a stairwell, so you'd have to move forward from there.
Yeah, from here, and then diagonal to here.
Yes, cool.
Yeah. And then try and strike down the cult fanatic.
Go for it.
First is a 23.
23 will hit.
Oh, sorry, I don't think I have concentration on anything, so I Hunter's Mark him as well with my bonus action.
Alright.
So, sorry, my second one was a 25.
That's another hit.
Okay, so we end up with a 10 and a 10 piercing damage. $16 fire damage. 7 force damage. And 5 psychic damage.
Alrighty. That's one down.
Oh, I hope so.
Alright. With that, it is going to be the end of Hugh's turn. And our cultists are going to take their go. We've got 3 of them. The one closest to you, Hugh will clamber out of his seat and move to get next to you. So he gets next to you, and then he's going to go for a attack against you. But the 11 misses.
Yep.
And then we've got the other 2 going to stand up. He's going to move over there. And he's going to move back there. And I'm going to ask for Hugh to make for me a wisdom saving throw.
$21.
Alright, you are able to resist the spell that one of these figures has cast upon you, and the last one is going to cast a dodge action as he just keeps an eye on, not cast a dodge action, he's going to take a dodge action as he just keeps an eye on everything.
Was that a charmed or frightened attempt?
No, it was not.
Okay.
But with the end of the cultist's turn, it will be Romulus's turn after our upcoming outbreak. So, hang out with us. We'll be right back to continue along with our combat. Before we head out, I just ask that you let the ads run. They help us out a ton here at Little Witch RP. You can also help by directly making donations at my Ko-fi, link that's on screen and in our chat room. Donations unlock awesome perks to the entire community, benefiting everyone who play with us. So, hang around with us, and we will see you guys very soon. And we're back. As we are returning, it is for combat. Romulus, it's your turn.
Yes, of course. Romulus is gonna come up the stairs,
Yeah.
get a sense of the situation. He also doesn't want to block the stairway for Vass. So he is going to yeah, that's a 15-foot cone. He's gonna produce a card as it starts to frost over. He throws it out, and this time instead of the rhymes binding ice, turning into electricity, it's gonna actually continue to be rhymes binding ice. And I believe 30-foot cone. Boom. I can get these three. And I'm going to use sorcery point to do careful spell.
Okay. That's a dexterity save or con save?
It's a con save, I believe.
Alright.
Con 18.
We've got 18 on one cultist, and then an 11 on the other cultist, and then Ox2 gets a natural 1.
Nice. That means he takes double damage, right? Cool. Nice.
Ooh, very
26.
good. Alright, so cultist 2 takes the 13, but 3 takes the full 26, and Ox 2 takes the full 26.
And Ox2 and Cultist 3 are both they're both their movement is 0, I believe.
That is correct. I'll put these little rings around them for ice. Alright. Anything else from Romulus?
I'm going here.
Alright. Cultist 2 is gonna... Did you
Crap,
just
sorry.
delete yourself?
Sorry guys, Romulus just disappears magically and is dead.
He fell through a portal. He fell through a portal. He's in Kryn now. Uh-oh.
Pulls out the other... But Cultist 2 is gonna try and take an opportunity attack. He's
I'm still
gonna...
still not in this thing?
Not with diagonals. It's just the main 4 areas.
Oh.
Yeah. So, he is gonna try and take a swing. Oh, where's my thing? Oh, there it is. His dagger rushes out to meet you with an 18 to hit.
No. Just
Alright.
misses.
Then you are safe.
Oh, well then if, that, I'll make my way over to this douchebag.
Ox 2? Go for it.
Yeah. And as my bonus action, I will... I'll go ahead and just end my turn.
Alrighty. Vass, it is your turn next. What do you want to do?
All right. I'm gonna join the fray. I'm gonna come around the corner and be like, oh, yeah. And I'd like cultist number 2 to please make for me a wisdom saving throw of DC 16 as I do an upcast dissonant whispers.
That is an 18 on Cultist 2s.
Okay. Well, he'll take half of 15 points of psychic damage, and he does not need to move away from you. To
Alright.
myself.
Well,
And then,
he's still looking rough.
Still looking rough. With my bonus action, I would like to give a bardic inspiration to Hugh.
Alright.
That'll be my turn.
It is Ox2's go. And Ox2 is stuck in place. But he is going to what does he want to do?
Surrender?
Nah, he doesn't want to do that. He can hit all of you like that. Or nah, he's gonna go for that cone of cold. So if I could get a Constitution save from Romulus, Hugh, Vass. He's also got to do it for Cultist number 2. That would be great.
Okay. First, I'm going to use my reaction to cast Absorb Elements,
Sounds great.
and then roll a Constitution save. And I got a 21.
Success.
Oh, wait, can I? Sorry, I was double checking if I had it. I was looking at the wrong level spells. Can I use counterspell?
Sure. What level are you casting Counterspell at?
3.
Alright, then you're gonna have
Mine Cone of Cold's at least a level 5.
Yeah, it's gonna be a roll here, so.
Okay.
Let me just pull up, because Counterspell is one of the spells that got changed, so.
I think it would have been a roll anyway.
Oh, it would have been a roll anyway, it's just,
Yeah.
making sure that as it goes through.
I think he just has to make I think he has to make a con against my. Yeah, they make a con against my spell DC.
Alright, so. That is a 16 on the Constitution save.
Cool. So you see, Romulus takes a card out, and
Is it the Uno reverse card?
you know what? It is now. And like the arrow symbols start spinning, and the spell is kind of absorbed into the card, and the card disappears.
Alright.
Oh, actually, it wouldn't be the Uno reverse card. It would be the skip turn.
Oh, it's a skip turn, that's right.
Yeah.
So that's it for Ox2's go, which means Hugh, will come to your turn.
Okay, so I guess my Absorb Elements is cancelled then. So I'll go in on Oxta.
All right.
And try to lay into them.
For sure.
Ooh, does it get advantage?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Oh. Advantage. I got a 29
All right, that hits.
and a 29
2 hits.
for total of 28 piercing. 17 fire. Oh, and I Hunter's marked him as I was coming.
All right.
That was my bonus action. 10 force
Okay.
and 4 psychic.
And Ox 2 goes down as well.
God damn. What am I even here for?
Counterspell.
Womp womp.
All right, it's our cultists go now. And the cultist here is going to try and hit Vass. But an 8 misses.
Absolutely, it does.
The other two, this one is frozen. Romulus, he's gonna look at you, and he's going to cast a spell on you. If you could, please roll for me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. 15?
15 is enough to resist the command you hear as he tells you to drop. But
I tell him no.
yeah, the other one, cultist number 4, is going to. Does he have anything that he wants to do? He's going to ask for a dexterity save from Hugh. That's what he's going to do.
Oh, this feels like cheating.
You're fine. And
I
with
feel like I should get a free counter hit for that.
unfortunately, it's already all. He's on the other side, and this was. But that's it for our cultists. Romulus, it's your turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna jump over this table and make my way over here. I'm going to use my just use my three attacks.
Yeah, go for it.
Also, I'm gonna use True Strike for my first attack. Ooh, 14.
14 will hit our cultist.
Okay. And okay, my whole understanding of True Strike, does I just do the 2d4 or the 2d6, or is it the damage of the sword and
Let
the 2d6?
me read that real quick. Alright, so So it can be the radiant damage or the weapon's normal damage, whichever you choose. But it'll be just the
2d6
base
plus-
roll until you get to the higher levels, which we're at with the 11. So it'll be the base roll and then the extra 2d6. But the extra
Okay.
2d6 is going to be radiant no matter what.
Alright. That's 6. Plus another additional force damage. And then additional 8 radiant damage for the first attack. And second attack, which is gonna probably miss, is a 12.
12 does miss.
Okay, and then I'll use my third attack, the scimitar, for a total of 25.
Yeah.
For 7 additional slashing damage.
Alright. Alrighty. Anything else from Romulus?
No, I did everything I wanted to do.
Vass, it is your turn.
It's my turn. How is cultist number 2 looking?
It is looking with its eyes. No, he's still on his feet. But he's looking roughed up. But he is looking the most fit out of all of the cultists in this room.
Okay. I would like him to make for me a I think. A con 16 saving throw.
Okay, for sure. That is a 3.
Love that. For him, I am going to cast a 2nd level Thunder Wave right at him, and he takes 16 points of thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away.
Full ragdoll. He hits the table that's behind, and is entirely limp on the ground.
Ooh, you unreal
Love
enemy
that.
him.
For him. Yeah. I like that's what I was hoping for. And then I'm just gonna, for flavor with my bonus action, I'm just gonna sit in this chair and kick my feet up on the table.
Alright. It is our newcomer's turn. As he dashes in here, you see another cultist rushing in, taking a visual of the scene happening here. And he's gonna move here. Doesn't block the doorway. But that's all that he can do this turn. And as his turn comes to an end, we've got another cultist coming in. And as she looks around, she is going to not ask any questions. I need Hugh and Vass to roll me a dexterity save as a flame sphere begins to erupt around you.
27.
Could I cash in my heroic inspiration and re-roll that natural one?
You can do a reroll here, yes.
I would love to.
Actually, hold on. Don't keep
That's
your
natural.
well, I was gonna say keep your heroic inspiration And I was gonna do a restore balance to give you advantage, but it's fine.
Alright. It's going to be, so that's a fireball that she has cast. Meaning that the two of you succeed and take half damage.
I actually will take half of half because I'm resistant.
Alright, then, yes, that's a total of 25 fire damage. That'll be 12 on a successful save, unless you're Vass and are resistant and take 6 instead. With that, it is...
Can I take a reaction and do a hellish rebuke?
For sure.
I am going to send a level 3 hellish rebuke back at that individual.
Okay. She is going
My
to
she will cover.
respond with a counterspell at level 3.
Alright, well,
Let's see.
significantly less cool than I thought, but alright.
I do believe that it's still just a con save. I don't believe... Hold on, let me double check.
Yes, a con.
Yeah, so as she casts the counterspell, you get to make a Constitution saving throw here to try and save the spell.
That's a 12.
Unfortunately, that is not enough to save the
Can
spell.
I give her
here.
advantage?
Do you have a reaction to do so?
Yeah, I have restore balance. I can grant someone advantage or disadvantage.
Yeah. If you want to do another roll here for your advantage, Vass.
Same
Oh.
thing.
Oh no!
My God.
Unfortunately, the counterspell goes through, the Hellish Rebuke dies down, and she just narrows her eyes. It seems that this has now become personal, Vass. And
As all things should be. 12,
alright.
12.
It is Hugh's turn. Hugh, what would you like to do?
Wow. We got cultists over there, so I think I should keep with the winning strategy of getting up in their face and slashing them.
Yeah, go for it.
And getting it as a 14 hit.
14 will hit Cultist 3, for sure.
Wow. Okay. Thank God for my plus 11. I think a 26 will also hit. And so, the weapon, 27 piercing.
Alright,
And
this guy's not gonna make it, no matter what. I'm just... knowing
Okay.
your damage output, hearing that first number, it's like, he's not gonna make this.
I forgot to put the hunter's mark, but 16 fire and 2 psychic.
Yeah, he is very, very dead.
Alright, I got a bonus action, just kind of hide.
Okay. It is our cultists go, and we've got cultist number 4 over here with Romulus. Cultist 4 is just going to try to hit Romulus with a spell. It's gonna be upcast. But a 9 misses, so you don't even need to worry about it. And then
Not your day,
Romulus,
man.
it's gonna be your turn.
So my response is, it's just not your day, my guy. And I'm going to... I could do that. That would be hilarious. But I'm going to use card spray.
Okay.
Or sorry, spray of cards. I produce a deck, and I just kind of like at the ends flick them out, and the cards sort of like magically stiffen and start spreading out in a 15-foot cone. Um, that's not gonna make it. So I will go ahead and take the opportunity attack.
Yeah, he's gonna try. And we already said that an 18 does not hit, so you're good.
Yeah, now that I have them in range, they have to make a dexterity 18.
Cool. Yeah, they feel confident with this. Panel gets a 20. And... Ooh, Algra does not do as well. She gets an 8.
So she takes 15, and the other one takes half of 15.
Alright. And anything else from Romulus?
As far as the bonus action, I will go ahead and you kind of see like a flash of like a halo of like these translucent cards like spinning behind him as I go ahead and activate my innate sorcery.
Okay, sounds great. And with that, Vass, it'll be your turn.
It was Algra that did the fireball, right?
Yes, Algra
Yes.
was the one to do Fireball.
Okay.
And then Counterspell you.
Ash is gonna look at. Right. Okay. Ash is gonna look at her. He's gonna do Dissonant Whispers at level 3. And he's gonna be like, Abe, you can't burn this smoke show.
It's a Wisdom
That's
save?
a Wisdom 16. It is.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oof. Wisdom she's good at, but just not quite reaching there. That's a 14 on her save.
Alright, well, I did not roll very good damage. That's 12 points of psychic, and she needs to use her reaction, if available, to move as far away from me as she can.
She does not have her reaction because she counterspell.
Right.
As it is then anything else on Vass's turn?
No. I don't think so.
Alright, we come to Hanel, who is going to he's gonna do a upcast magic missile. He's going to summon. Oh, how high does he want to go? He's gonna summon 5 darts, and he's going to send 3 of them towards Romulus and 2 towards Hugh.
I have to hit him with another counterspell.
Yeah, you do it?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, he fails that. Counterspell goes through. And that's it.
Again.
Hanel's turn.
Draw a card.
Algra, still focusing over for where Vass is going to Misty Step. She disappears. And then reappears right in front of Vass. dagger in hand, and she is going to make an attack. Since Vass, you took that, time to take the cool pose, sit down, she's gonna try and slice right at your face. With a 21 to hit.
I'm gonna shield that.
Alright, shield goes up, and the attack bounces off of it. Hugh, it is your turn.
I'm just smiling the biggest smile right now.
I love it.
Right in her face.
Get a room.
Alright, my turn?
Yes, Hugh, it's your go.
Okay, well, let's finish off cultist number 4. 18
Hits.
and 22.
Another hit.
And presumably Hunter's Mark, so I'll do those first. 7 force.
Beautiful.
9 fire.
Alright.
And 3 psychic.
Alright. And your regular damage.
Oh, yes, right. Forgot about the sword. 28.
We've got another dead cultist. So, as cultist number 4 drops off of Hugh's blade, Romulus, it'll be your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna move up to Hamel
Alright.
and whip out the sword. And I'm going to do True Strike again. 25. 12.
Misses.
Okay. And then Scimitar Strike. Wow, that's a 1.
Ooh,
for
another miss.
10. Can I go ahead and use my reaction to do the advantage restore balance?
Yeah, I'll say you can do that.
Alright. Oh wait, no. It's when I see a creature you can see within 60 feet. It doesn't say or you, so I don't think I can use it on myself.
Okay. I'll take a look into that. But we'll go with that for now.
Yeah. Then I guess the first hit is just gonna be the one that hits.
Yeah, go for it. Roll that damage.
That is 6 slashing damage. Then an additional 6 force damage. And an additional 9 from the True Strike.
Alright.
Radiant.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
And I
Alright.
end my turn with 1 card face down in defense mode.
Amazing. It is going to be Vass, your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna stand up.
You.
And then I'm gonna clap my hands right in her face. And if she can make a Constitution 16 save as a thunderous wave of force rushes out away from me, that would be fabulous.
That is a 5 on Algra save.
Cool, cool. That's 11 points of thunder damage and pushed 10 feet away.
Alright. Anything else from that?
No, I think that's it.
Alright. It is then Hanel's turn. And Hanel is going to... What does he want to do here? Yeah, you know what? He's still got the spell slot. He's going to go for a Cone of Cold here. He can't just Romulus that without hitting Eldra. That is the question.
The true question is, will I counterspell it again?
You've already used your reaction, though.
No, remember, I said I
that's
couldn't,
right. That is correct.
But I will allow Hanel to do his spell.
He would not be able to do the spell that he wants without hitting his companion. So he's not going to do that. No, he's just gonna pull out his blade and try and stab you, Romulus.
Please don't.
He's gonna try. He misses quite pathetically.
Yeah, no, that's why Ramos told him not to. I was like, this is just sad.
Algra, as her turn comes up after this, is she's snarling as her eyes lock onto Vax, and from her hand, she is going to send out this skeletal version. As she casts a bolt of arcane energy. 24 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Alright, and her chromatic orb. Well, it's not chromatic orb, it's chromatic orb adjacent. That's 11 points necrotic damage.
Can I dodge that uncannily?
I don't believe so. I believe that's for weapon attacks. Let me double check though. 'Cause that might be a thing that has changed. The rogue details. Alright, no, yeah, when it hits you with an attack roll, you can reaction to have the attack's damage, so go for it. This was an attack roll.
That would be 5 points.
5, yep. And with that, it is going to be Hugh, your turn.
Okay. That's what do you think I should do?
Opportunity for sneak attack would be great.
Up on Algra?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we'll do. We got a 19 and a 27.
Both of those will hit.
29. That's 13 fire. Plus 5 psychic.
Alright,
Is that enough?
the damage that she had sustained before, that is enough for Algra to go down.
Nice.
And then Romulus, it's your turn.
Going to again 3 attacks along with True Strike. 18, 27. Oh wait, sorry. Ignore the ignore that third one. There we go. And 23.
Yeah, those will hit.
Alright. That is a 6. Piercing. 1 force damage. 12 radiant damage. Another additional 11 piercing. 4 force damage and an additional 7 slashing damage from the scimitar.
And that is Hanel down. Meaning you are no longer bound by combat.
Whew. Those guys came out of nowhere. Is everyone fine?
Uh,
Oh.
oh, yes, we are quite well in the back here as well, Umberto will say.
Vass, I saw you took a bit of damage. You good?
I'm fine. Yeah.
Um, I'm assuming from what I can tell, there's a three more doors in this room.
Yeah, so, you've got, your door to the south, there's a door to the north, and then a door to the west. You'd also notice that, besides the chairs and tables here, at the southeast corner, is a basin. Water drips from a pipe above it to the basin with a very detailed image of a staring eye gripped in a withered hand above it, above the basin.
Okay. Well, can I search the cultists' bodies?
As you look over the bodies, they're just really robed. They've got a few daggers. Each of them have at least one, and then a few components for spellcasting.
Okay. Just want to see if there's any keys or anything.
Actually, Ox2, the one that you had brought down before, does have a set of keys. There are 4 keys upon his ring. As does Hanel and Elgra also have what looks to be the same ring of 4 keys.
Like they're identical. Like they probably open the same.
Yes. The different, like,
Okay.
there's 4 different keys, but 3 versions of each key.
Gotcha. Cool. I will take one
any paper?
set.
As you look over, there are no papers. but you would notice that the two, Algra and Hanel, have necklaces that are made of human teeth.
Oh,
Were all the cultists humans? Or
Uh, Hanel is elven, Algra is human, and Oxtu also human. The other five, we'll say, are human as well, primarily human.
okay. Well, does not look like they have anything of note except for these keys. Um, do you guys have a preference on which door we try next?
maybe the one they kept pouring out of. Make sure there isn't going to be any more running in.
Fair enough. I will
So since that door is
investigate.
open, it's easy enough to just kind of peek your head in. As they open the door to get in. It would help if I actually hit erase instead of just going along. And what you see here is just a sort of resting room, a little quarters, but no one else is present.
Okay.
Let me see if there's anything you would notice in here. There are bones in nooks along the walls. They were pushed aside to make room for the personal effects here. Mostly you see are folded robes, but there are the narrow cots in the north wall. But that's immediately what you see here is just personal quarters.
I need to roll an investigation to see any more in detail or no?
If you'd like to go an investigation here, you're welcome to do so.
I mean, I only have a 1 in it, but let's see what happens. Oof. 4.
Nope, you don't see anything else in here.
Alright, just their, sleeping quarters. Can I listen in to hear?
Yeah, roll me a perception check to listen in.
Ooh. Nope.
You don't hear anything.
Is it locked?
It does not seem locked.
I open it.
Great. You see a kitchen. It is empty currently, but you would notice that there are dirty utensils that are soaking in a large basin off the eastern side. There is a stone coffin serving as the fire pit, and the lid of the coffin has been repurposed as a table. You see atop it there are platters of dried fruit, nuts, and meat.
Hmm. Those aren't the ingredients to make a sandwich, so I'm just gonna go over here. And I stop, and I'm like, wait, Rogue, Vass,
Yes,
do you want to check this stuff? I'm not that great at it. I'm more of a run in and kill things type of individual.
sure. Rogue's gonna rogue. Check for trap.
Yeah, roll me an investigation.
22.
Beautiful. You do not find any traps.
Does it appear locked?
It does not seem locked.
Do I hear anything?
You do not hear anything. Currently, I don't think.
All right.
Actually, go ahead, roll for me a perception check.
All right. That's a 7.
Yeah, no, you don't hear anything.
Okay. Can I slowly open the door and peek in?
Yeah, roll me a sleight of hand check.
Natural 20 for 25.
As you slowly open the door and peek, you would see a stairwell that leads up.
I'll look back and whisper towards the other two. More stairs. Heads up.
Alright.
And I guess I'll stealth to the T.
Alright. Go ahead, roll me a stealth roll, please.
29.
That'll do it.
That is an excellent stealth roll. And as you make it to the T, as you have this opportunity to peek out around the corners to see what you might be able to see here, we're going to have to cut to our next network. So, hang out with us. We'll be right back to continue along with our snooping through the crypts. Before we head out, I do just ask that you let the ads run. They help us out a ton here. You can directly support us by making donations at my Ko-fi. These donations not just help keep our games running, but they also unlock awesome perks for all of our community members. These perks include special companions, double treasure, double XP, new quests, all sorts of fun things. So, hang out with us, and we will see you guys very soon. Alright, welcome back. As we return, Vash, you have snuck up to this tea section, and you're able to sort of peer out to see what might be awaiting you. It is a long hallway, it seems, with a few doors. And what looks to be a gathering space at the eastern end. You can see that there are people somewhat inside, and a shelf lined with books.
Okay. I will back up and quietly motion that there are more cultists to the right.
Okay.
Okay. Hugh whispers to Vass that you want me to stealth forward and take him by surprise.
Well, I mean, I could try to do that ice binding again.
Like that
Keep
as
them
well.
stationed. Alright, so we agree I step out, try to bind everyone, and step back.
Worth a shot.
Alright. Did they look like they were ready for us, or they're just minding their own business?
This one, from what Vash, you were able to see, was, looking through the bookshelves. Did not see you.
I have to roll stealth, right?
Yes, I would say roll stealth here.
Oof.
So, as you are trying to get in position to do this, you are unfortunately noticed. The cultist is going to turn to see you, and you can see where he motions to the rest of whatever room he's standing in, and you hear as he says, "Looks like we've got an adventurer here." And I'm going to say, at this point, they're a bit already agitated, so they're not even gonna try and do a conversation, at least not on their start. They're gonna reach for casting components, so we'll roll initiatives here.
Jeez, come on. Back at another 8.
I love the music for this. Alrighty. We've got... It's gonna be... That was it'll be that first. And these guys. And it will be Hugh and Romulus. And it'll be these guys. Alright, so with that, you would have heard the commotions going on and whatnot. What would you like to do?
Okay, Vath is gonna be like, I think we gotta do a slight change in plans. Do you want me to just drop darkness on top of them? And they have to come this way?
Potentially.
I mean, that keeps us from doing anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
they gotta come in single file.
Yeah. We would also, I guess, have to be single file though. So it might be hard for melee people to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm better at melee, although I can do some interesting things from range.
Okay, am I able to do a stealth check to kind of sneak in behind Romulus?
Yeah, roll me, stealth roll.
My bonus action. Me too.
With a 22, yeah, you don't seem to catch the attention of the cultists as you move behind Romulus.
Okay, could I make a sneak attack on Cultist 2?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna make it a reverberating shot with my short bow of melodies. That's gonna be a 24 to hit.
Hits.
Cool, cool. That's gonna be... Where is my sneak attack? Damage roll. Where did it go? It used to be... There it is. It's gonna be 17 points of piercing and 4 points of thunder.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna shoot him again. Oh, it's so close to me. That's so funny. That's a 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Alright. It's gonna be 4 points of piercing and 4 points of thunder.
Alright.
And that will be my turn.
It is at the end of Vass's turn, our ghouls. And you would see 2 feral undead creatures running down the space. That one's going to get all the way up to Romulus. That one's going to be hot on its heels. But Romulus, the one in front of you, is going to try and claw at you. It comes close, but with a 17, it does miss. So you're fine. And then Hugh, it'll be your turn. What do you want to do as you hear the sounds of
Okay.
fighting?
Talk to me about what I would be allowed to do here. Can I attack by the diagonal of the ghoul too?
So not quite at the diagonals, for this. So, you... What I would say that because of how congested this area is, AoEs would work, or if you, because you can move through your allies, you could get behind Vass to do a ranged attack, like a bow or something, but not a melee, unfortunately, with just how everything's congested.
With my range attack, can I hit Ghoul 1 or am I limited to Ghoul 2?
I'd say you can hit Ghoul 1, why not?
Okay, then I will, first time getting to use this, use Lightning Arrow on Ghoul 1.
Heck yeah.
So first, I'm doing the shot. I have to land a hit. This is magic weapon, my longbow, so this is gonna be a plus 1 on top of this. So that's a 23. I assume that hit.
Definitely hits a ghoul.
All right. It is slowed. It's 10 feet reduction in speed. Does 7 piercing damage. And then my lightning arrow. The 17 lightning on the ghoul.
Ooh.
And it will do 6 lightning to any creature within 10 feet of it, subject to a dexterity save of, let's see, saving throw of 15 to half.
Alright, so that's the other ghoul, which will succeed with a 21. And then we do have a cultist nearby who fails with a 4. So, ghoul number 1 is fried after that. And ghoul number 2 takes some damage. So too will that cultist. And with that, anything else from Hugh?
On my second attack, I do a longbow on the closer ghoul. That's a 26 to hit.
Yeah.
Or 10 damage.
Alrighty. And then it will be Romulus. Your turn.
Okay. My original plan is out the door. I throw a card that transforms into lightning as I cast lightning bolt.
Alright.
At the 4th level.
We'll also hit cultist 2. So. Where's my guys?
Turn 2 if they fail.
Ghoul rolls a 5, and Cultist rolls a 14. So that's 2 failures, bringing the ghouls down. So there's no more ghouls. And then Cultist number 2 also failed. So he'll go down as well. Alrighty. There it is. Anything else from Romulus? Movement, bonus action, anything fun like that?
Here.
Okay. That will reveal the rest of the room to you. Oh, it would help if I actually hit eraser.
Oh god, it got darker. Oh god, there's more of them.
Yeah, we've got 3 more cultists here. And more books. Alright.
If you can go ahead and give opportunity attack, I'm just gonna try to.
He's gonna save his reaction.
Oh, okay. Try to get into the room that way.
Yeah.
Oh, and I reread my the balance thing. It's actually if a creature has advantage or disadvantage, I can make it a straight roll.
Okay, no worries. So, well,
Kind of happened anyway.
yeah.
Basically, yeah.
The dice gods being like, that's not how this ability works.
Yeah, no.
This is how it works. Okay. And as far as a bonus action, yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna wait it out.
Yeah. Alright. It's gonna be our cultists go. And one of our cultists is going to activate a secret passage here and disappear down it. The other 2 are going to go for some attacks here. I need a dexterity saving throw from Romulus, please.
Okay.
Alright, you're fine, nothing else happened. And then the one that you had passed by, he is going to cast a spell here. And conjure a spiritual weapon.
Out if this card has anything to say, I'm just kidding.
I mean, if you want to
I'm
counterspell a spiritual weapon, be my guest.
Nah.
And the spiritual weapon's going to take a swing at you.
By all means.
What does it look like?
It looks like a back scratcher. So it's like a withered, staff-like, with a hand at the top. But a 7 misses. Just fully whiffs. There's like a whistle in the air. And then he's going to grab his dagger from his belt, rush up, and try and stab you twice. That is going to be a 16, which misses. But he has a second attack, which is another 16, so it's another miss. And that's it for our cultists go. It's your turn once again.
Yes, it is. So, I am just reading the mastery property of my short bow, which is Vex. So if I hit a creature and deal damage to it, which I did last time, you have advantage on your next attack roll against that creature before the end of your next turn. So can I roll this first one at Cultist 1 with advantage?
Let me just double check here real quick.
I think you have to hit, and then your next attack gets disadvantage.
Right,
wanna...
I hit him last time. Oh,
you
not
hit
this
cultist
though.
2.
Never
yeah,
mind.
That's where I was
hit a
like,
different cultist.
yeah.
Right. Sorry. I get it. I'm tired, guys.
No worries.
I'm gonna attack Cultist 1. Does a 15 hit the Cultist?
A 15 will hit our cultist.
Cool. So I'm gonna do sneak attack damage on this, and this is a reverberating shot. Roll that. That's gonna be 16 piercing and 4 thunder.
Lovely.
And if he's still up, I'm gonna shoot him again with advantage this time.
Yes, now you have the advantage.
Now I have advantage. That's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
And it's gonna do 6 piercing and 4 thunder.
And cultist 1 will go down.
And I'm gonna duck in here and take the hide action as my bonus action.
Okay. With that, it is going to be Hugh, your turn.
Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Yeah, I think so. Let me double check. 50 would actually put you, if you jumped the way that I think you did, 50 would put you about right here. Because it
Okay.
was the jump and then up.
Oh, fortunately I had Long Strider cast. Let's double check what that gave me. That increased it. So I'm 60, so I should
Yep.
be healed.
Easily done.
In addition to the other ridiculous things I can do, I can run twice as fast as normal. Attack. 18 to hit.
18 definitely hits.
22 to hit.
Another hit. Solid.
33 piercing damage. 16 fire damage. 2 psychic damage.
Cultist 4 is no longer with us. Anything else from Hugh?
That'd be it. I'm starting to feel a little bit bad for these people.
Don't be. It's fine.
Right?
It is Romulus, your turn. You did see that another cultist ran through a doorway, a secret doorway that was opened up. What do you want to do?
He's probably long gone by now. But, I will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's about where it was, right?
That is exactly where it was. And, since it is open currently, you see... Oh, it would help if I actually hit erase.
I'm gone. I'm gone again, guys.
You'd
dead.
see the cultist collecting
Oh.
a demon for some assistance.
Bro, Shaggy. I shout out, we got a demon!
The cultist looks to where you're at, and, anything else from Romulus? That was just your movement there.
Yeah. I'll shout out, we have a demon. But the stupid cultist doesn't know I'm a paladin.
Oh.
Alright, since I can't make it to him to go smite the demon, I lied to myself. I can make it to the demon. It will be my last second spell slot, but I will
You gonna Misty Step?
Misty Step into the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Give me room. Back up, demon.
So yeah, you are now in the room, and because you're in the room, that means you get to see more stuff.
Oh no.
Oh, god damn it. I keep doing that. Such as the second demon.
Oh no. Other demon's like, oh yeah. I see why you had the Bulgara name covered. If I saw two, I would have been like,
So,
alright, cool. And I've already burnt a spell slot. So, with that, I am going to do some attacks. Doesn't, okay, so I could still use, True Strike. Cool. I was making sure of that. I'm gonna attack the Bokora for 17.
a 17 will hit our Balgra.
18.
18 hits.
And then third attack at the cultist for another 18.
That's another hit.
Bokora will take 17 slashing. 6 force damage. And an additional 9 radiant damage.
Lovely.
And the cultist will take grand total of 8 slashing damage.
Alrighty. And I believe...
And I shout out, never mind, there's 2 demons!
So, yeah, you'd both be able to hear that because, we hear for, Hugh, along that secret passageway, and then Vass, you hear that from the closed door, and then it is our cultist's turn, and the cultist right here is going to reach out to try and grab you, Romulus, hand glowing, with a sickly green energy. That is a 21 to hit.
I'm going to use down reaction to cast shield.
Alright, shield goes up, and you, as the hand tries to grab hold of you, it is rebuked. And now it is our demon's turn, our Barogura. And they're gonna go for you, Romulus. You're the one that's in here.
No diddy!
So the one closest to you will in fact go recklessly here. There is this massive cry that rocks the entire area here. Both Vass and Hugh, you are able to hear it. And it is going to go for the 2 fist attacks first, trying to slam it down on you. That will be a 21, which is blocked by your shield because that's still up. And then the second attack misses with a 16, and in its frustration, it lunges for you with its massive maw. It's going to try and bite you.
No.
With a 23 to hit.
Just misses. I have a 24 right now.
Whew. As the jaws clamp down, your spell maintains the shielding hold, and it rears back.
It's like a door-sized translucent card that's
Yeah.
blocking.
it fold a bit as the teeth try and bite down, but it maintains the hold. The second Bogura does not go reckless, but it also will close that distance and start to try and wail on you a bit. Comes close with the first fist, but misses with a 22, and the 14 on the second misses. It too will try and bite. And that is a 25.
Yeah, that one will hit.
So as it bypasses the shield, its jaws clamp down. That's going to be 14 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
And
I'm down, guys. Okay. Good.
Vass, we come to your turn.
Okay, so I've heard all this commotion behind door number 2 over here.
Yes.
Am I able to, as part of my movement, open the door
Yeah,
so I
it's
can
not
see
locked.
into this horror show? Okay. Can I take a couple of bow shots at Arlgura number 1?
For sure.
Alright, so this is gonna be a reverberating shot. 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Cool. And there'll be sneak attack on this guy. That's gonna be 15 piercing for thunder. And then I will attack with advantage. But unfortunately, that's only a 12.
Which is gonna miss.
No.
Okay. And then with my bonus action, I'm gonna call in and be like, Romulus, you good? How you doing?
No.
Alright. I'm gonna do with my bonus action, I'm gonna do a healing word.
Alright.
Oh,
and
like health-wise? No, I'm fine. You don't have to do that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sorry. I think
Okay,
it's
well
just tackling about my situation. Like, no, this sucks. Every bit.
I've got 2 large demons in front of me. This is not a good time.
Okay, I can't see you back there. There's demons in the way. I'm gonna use my bonus action then to hide around the corner here.
For sure. Roll me that stealth roll, please.
This unfortunate stealth roll.
I will keep that 14 in mind. Oh. And it will
I
come...
was just yelling, so that tracks.
It'll come to Hugh's turn. Hugh, what would you like to do?
Oh well, I think it's on me to run and help against the demons.
Okay.
So,
Yes, please.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
Alright, yeah, get you right there.
Okay, well, I am not quite in melee range, so I will bow shot into Argula.
Alright, for sure.
Remember, this is an extra +1 from magic weapon, so 15
15 just hits.
and a 16.
Alright.
These guys are 100 marked, and so let's go 12 piercing, 11 piercing, 6 force, and 4 save.
Alrighty. With that, it is going to be the end of Hugh's turn. Romulus, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Great. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to, if I understand the rules of this correctly, I could technically still do True Strike and Smite at the same time.
Let me look at
Because
that.
Divine Smite is a bonus action, and True Strike only takes effect when I take the attack action.
That sounds about right.
But I would defer to your
Yeah.
ruling.
Just gonna read the actual rules for the overlapping abilities here. Okay. Bam. Paladin. Alright. So. Yeah. That looks like it overlaps for me.
And with Challenge Divinity, since it activates when I choose the attack action, I can activate that too, right? Because it's
Yeah.
whenever I take the attack action,
Yeah.
I can expend the Channel Divinity. Alright, cool. Then I activate Vow of Enmity on Balgora 2.
Okay.
So I can start getting these attacks at a game teach. Alright. $25.
That hits.
First attack. 16 for the second.
That's another hit.
And then for good measure, I'm gonna go ahead and still focus on the Bagora with the third attack.
Alright.
So the second one. Okay, for 25.
hits.
So. There we go. Alright. Nice. Okay. Two. 28, slashing, and piercing. 7 force damage. Ooh, nice. 16 radiant. And now for good old Smite. I'm going to use my recasting of it for an additional 14 radiant damage from the Divine Smite.
Alright. That Balgura is, decimated. So, Balgura 2 is no more, leaving just one on our battlefield.
I turn menacingly to the cultist. He can't see my face since my helm is down, but he knows what it means.
He is shakily going to try and cast that spell again, reaching out with the greenish hand around him. But nerves catch him, and he is unable to land the attack. Our first Balgura, the remaining one, is going to go and sure, there are enemies outside the door, but why try and squeeze through that opening when you've got one right here? It's going to first try and bite you as it goes reckless, and releasing another roar here. That is a 25 to hit Romulus.
Yeah.
12 piercing damage, and as he bites, the pounding fists are going to come towards your sides as well.
Raising.
That is a 26 on the first one, with 8 bludgeoning. But the second attack misses from the fists. And that's it for our Barlgura. Vass, it is your turn.
Okay, there's not a whole lot I can do from where I am in the hallway. However, I imagine Balgura 1 can hear me.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to mock it viciously.
Okay.
So if it could make a wisdom 16 save, that would be great.
It unfortunately
didn't-
gets a 17 on its save.
Ah.
Well then, it is completely unaffected by my vicious mockery.
What did you say to it? I mean, just for reference.
I suggested that it ingest a satchel of Richard,
Hell yeah.
and it went completely over its head, so it was unaffected by my cool one-liner. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna duck behind this corner again and hide with my bonus action, because I'm a rogue that does rogue things. And that's gonna be a 30 for my stealth check.
Alright.
Even the gods don't know where you are.
I wouldn't say that. Hugh, it's your turn.
Alright, time to try and demon strike. So, roll for attack.
You do
26.
technically have advantage because it went reckless.
Okay. Do I need it with 26?
No, you don't. 26 is gonna hit. But
Get a nat 20.
You can crit fish.
you can always crit fish. But
Okay.
2 hits.
Yeah, 2 hits. Alright, I believe I Hunter's marked this guy already.
You did, yep.
Alright. 2 piercing comes up to 23, bit of disappointing roll. The force damage from Hunter's mark is 8. Psychic matter damage from Dreadful Strike is 3. And now the fire damage. I'm uncertain of whether it'll be effective or not. That rolled to a 10.
Unfortunately, the fire does not seem to be very effective. However, everything else is, and the Barlgura is defeated. And that leaves just our cultist as Romulus. It's your turn.
I hold my sword up to his throat. Convince me not to kill you.
Kill me. I don't care. If I die, it's in the service of something far greater than whatever you could imagine.
Want to elaborate?
You'll know soon enough. Not all.
Alright, then I'll go for it. Coup de grace.
Yeah, go for
If
it.
he's not putting up a fight. Or is he still putting up a fight? Or
I mean, he's still in the fight, so like it'll still be attack rolls, but He's a cultist. You guys have been taking. It's a nat 20. Yeah, no, this guy ain't surviving. So that's an extra 12 onto that, I think. Or an extra 6. It's a lot. And then you've got anything else going into this?
Another attack.
That's another hit.
20. That is an additional 9. Piercing. Still up?
No.
Okay.
Alright. With that, you are no longer bound to battle. Initiative ends. You're able to breathe a little bit. There's the library that they had started out in, and this room does have a pathway in it that leads to a door. I just need to see if it's a door that you can see through.
Can I quickly run around and gather up my arrows?
Yes, for sure. So in this room, there are like these metal plates. There are hundreds of names that are etched into them, but many have been scratched over and unreadable, and rendered unreadable. But there is a door. It's not a grate or anything like that. It is a closed door at the end of a small hallway in this room that has a sturdy padlock on the outside, much like what you've seen on Umberto and Sarcel's doors when you've come to see them. So, what do you want to do as you see this?
I am going to heal
I think
myself.
one of our other captives in there.
Oh.
That's accidentally cast darkness.
Guys, you make me ink. I mean, another captive could 100%
like-
be in there.
Should I see if there's any traps?
Yeah, roll me an investigation roll.
Maybe a 15.
You do not see any traps here.
Do I hear anything on the other side?
Yeah, I'd say you'd hear some sort of sniffling on the other side.
All right. I'd like to attempt to pick the lock.
You don't want to use some of the keys you found?
I'm gonna try picking the lock. I fail. And then I realize, oh, we each have a set of keys. I should probably just try these.
As you go through the ring of keys, you do find one for the lock here. And easily opens. And as the door opens, the crypt here smells like sewage. There's a woman sitting on a mattress on a low shelf. Her clothing, once fine, is now in tatters, and she has a silk scarf wrapped around her face, and she is sniffling through it as if she is, well, bothered by the smell. And let me just click eraser first. Reveal the room. There we go. So, you see the actress Indrina here, seated on the mattress.
I love your work. Okay. We are here to save you. You can come out, please.
And she will nod and start making her way over towards your group. But before we can converse with her any, perhaps learn her story, this is where we're going to have to call the end of our session. So, thank you to our players for playing. I hope you guys had fun with this. We definitely had a lot of action tonight. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed as well. I will see you guys in our next stream, but until then, head over to willthewitch.com. You can check us out there. You can join us in our Discord if you'd like to jump into a game or just keep up to date with all of our announcements. To keep up with our live streams, follow us here on Twitch or head over to our YouTube to catch all of our VODs. As always, you can head over to willthewitch.com, check us out there, and I'll see you guys later.